Without giving the farm away, a video on some Facebook ad pointers would be awesome. All right, hey guys, welcome to the Two Guys Build a Biz podcast number 4. We wanted to just start this one out with giving a shout out to one of our followers, Jam3 Productions. He commented on the last video and he had a question, so here we are to answer it. Jam3 Productions, he said, without giving the farm away, a video on some Facebook ad pointers would be awesome. So thank you again for the comment. We really appreciate it. And, that's a fairly general question, but I'm just going to go off the hip here and give you some updates on what we're doing and some tips that work well for us. So I would just say for starters, Facebook ads, you've got 4 main elements. You've got your campaign, you've got your target, and you've got your ad creative, and you've got your text. So these are the main 4 that you can manipulate. Obviously, dependent on your campaign, you're going to have a different objective and a different way to optimize and improve your ads. So if you're going for leads, your landing page could be an issue. If you're going for video views, of course, maybe your thumbnail that you're choosing or your targeting could be off. But I can go over just a few things that can really help with this. So if you're actually in Facebook, and maybe for the YouTube viewers, I'll throw in a little screen caption so you can follow along. But for the actual optimization of a Facebook ad, there's a section where you can look at the breakdown. And this is super important for any of your optimization efforts because this is going to give you all the data you need to make informed decisions. So say you're running a lead generation campaign and it's costing you $5 per lead, but your client would really like to be at $1 or 50 cents or a little bit lower. Some things that you can look at under the breakdown section, which is just on the right-hand side of your campaign ads manager window, is things like, are males looking at your ad? Is it females? Age range, platform, and mobile. So these are the basic points that you want to look at. So if I'm running a lead generation campaign and I've got 20 leads that came in, and we look at the breakdown and it shows that my male to female ratio is 18:2. That's a huge insight right there that you'll see, that you can go ahead and basically, if you want to really slim down your cost per lead, is you can cut out female altogether, go all in on male, and then that should definitely impact your cost per lead. Age range is very important too. So if you're running leads and you're getting 24 to 35-year-old males, and once in a while you'll get a female, or even males that are above 35 or under 25, you can cut that out too. And then mobile versus desktop. So that's huge. You want to look at how many leads are you getting from the actual contact form. Is it coming from somebody on a desktop? Is it coming from them on a computer? And then you can break it down even further under this tab. You can see what actual device they're using. We have some clients to where we've got it narrowed down to our target is males that are on Android phones between the ages of 25 and 34. And we only go after those because that's 90% of our leads. So I would really take some time to go in the breakdown section of your ads and seriously look at who's converting on your ad set. So this is going to give you some huge insights onto how you can actually go about optimizing an ad, because if you just look at it without going into this type of detail, you're not really going to know what's going to help. Some other things is obviously split testing. So this morning I just have this sheet here because I broke down, 16 ads at $20 a day for the next 24 hours. So that's going to be $320 that I'm going to spend for this client to basically launch a blanket set of ads. So I've got a video ad and 3 different images against 2 different audiences and 2 different texts. So that can add up quickly. And just how that looks in your ads manager is you want to just make sure you're labeling very specifically, because this can get very confusing if you don't have a good labeling system. So maybe I'll just break down how I like to label things. I start with the campaign level, and then I'll usually do like a dash or an underscore. The audience, so if it's a lookalike audience, I'll label it LAL, or if it's a mobile audience, I'll name it mobile. Then I'll give my image, so I'll say image A, and then my text A. And this may seem like not a big deal, but when you've got 16 of these ads all in a row, and you're looking at the breakdown and you're trying to see which ad is performing better than the others, it makes a huge difference, because then I can go in just by looking at it on my ad set level. I can say, okay, image A is outperforming as long as it's paired with text A to my lookalike audience. And you can just easily scan, because it gets super confusing if you don't do that. So that's a way I like to start out a campaign, just to get some feelers. I'll go for conversions initially because I want to see which ads are going to actually convert. And then that brings me to my next tip, is engagement. So building up your social proof is very important, because if people go to your ad and they see 2 people liked it, most likely they're just going to scroll on by. So once you've gone through the testing phase and you've tested 4, 5, 6, 7, or in this case 16 different ads, and you find a winner, you want to move on just a couple of those winners. I'll probably pick one out of each group here, and then I'll actually do an engagement ad to that conversion campaign too. That's pretty simple. Just on the campaign level, you choose engagement, and then there's a post ID in your actual ad that you can copy and paste directly into this engagement ad. So that's going to keep your ad going and fuel people that are going to like, comment, share your ad too. So that's why when you see ads that have like 400 or 500 likes and comments, it just builds virality and trust with your customers. And then I'd say the last thing, scaling. Once you get a winner, it's very easy to just go ahead and say, all right, I'm going to throw $50 on an ad. I'm going to throw $100 on, 200, 300, 400, whatever you have for your budget. And scaling it is definitely an art form in itself. And I would definitely recommend looking up Nicholas Kuzmich rapid scaling matrix. That's the formula that we use when scaling ads. It basically breaks it down into you're only increasing your ad set between 10 and 20% every 24 to 48 hours. So that way the Facebook algorithm doesn't get thrown off when you just all of a sudden dump $100 onto it. Another way that you can do that without setting off the Facebook algorithm is duplication. So say you've got an ad that's going at $20 a day, it's going great. You want to spend more money. Instead of taking more money into that one ad, you just duplicate that ad 10 times and keep it at $20 a day. And what I'll usually find is when I do duplicate the ads, 3 or 4 of them will be winners, and I'll have to cut the other ones out. But now I've 4x'd my ad spend without manipulating the individual ad sets too. So hopefully that all makes sense. I know a lot to go after, a lot of information, but I can certainly dive deeper into any of those subjects. But those are kind of the main points I wanted to go over today, just to get you started on optimizing your ads and improving your Facebook performance. So I'll probably just put the whiteboard down here. And to the podcast listeners, I'm putting the camera on David.
So we're working on a new branding package for the podcast and stuff too. You guys saw the new logos we put together, but we just did a rebrand for our agency, Vital Traffic Labs. So now we're thinking about kind of cleaning up the look that we did for the Two Guys podcast, just because it's another logo Derek and I threw together ourselves with
Canva
and limited
Good old
graphic
Canva
design skills. So talk about doing less with more. We've definitely kept it lean, but now it's time to update it a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, today was pretty good. We had a pretty stacked morning. Looks like we had a pitch at 11. We interviewed someone for a Facebook ad creator, and we had another pitch or a proposal review this afternoon, and then a client meeting at 2. So it was pretty much back to back from 10 a.m. on. We got another client to sign. So hell yeah, that's like three
clients in 2 days.
Okay, even faster.
Call Friday, and then we have another call at 5:00 p.m. Basically, we have. It's been kind of a weird engagement. We started working with this client out of the Bay Area, and they're a startup, and we've just been inundating them with leads, but the marketing person hasn't been really telling us anything about the sales process, and she's been telling us everything's cool. But we heard Friday that they wanted to pause their services. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I called her right away, left a voicemail, and was just like, hey, what's up? We chatted less than a week ago, and you said everything was cool, what's going on? Got her to open up. Their sales team's kind of been struggling converting the leads, and we just haven't been given any of this feedback. Mm-hmm. So instead of being okay, I guess we're not working together anymore, I got on the horn, called her. So we're talking to them at 5 p.m. Central today, so kind of a later call, but we're talking about different services to add on to actually make the efforts more effective. So we'll see what happens. I assume we'll probably work together for at least another month, but we worked hard to get that account. We've been working hard on the account. So just kind of wanted to do those efforts justice and at least find out what happened. And now, we might get, some more billings out of it. So,
yeah. And I'm just looking over the campaign that I outlined where I did 18 different ads, and I've already got 18 leads. So, and we've really only spent, 2% of the budget so far for the next 2 weeks. So we're going to have hundreds of leads here, and it's going to be awesome to show the client that. Looks like they've already booked. It's for a gym, so we've got basically the Facebook ads going to a ClickFunnels, and then the ClickFunnels goes into a questionnaire for them that goes to an Acuity calendar, and then they're followed up through Zapier and a texting app to basically get them in the door. So we've already had 12 people sign up to the actual calendar, so they've committed to come in at a certain time, and then we've had 18 leads come in. So that's pretty awesome. We've only spent we spent $90 so far, and we've got a $5,000 budget. So
pretty cool, especially because we started traffic today.
Yeah, this morning. So that's what I was referring to in the conversion phase, where I'm basically only spending $20 a day on each ad, seeing which one pops, and then I'm going to take 3 to 4 of the winners and then layer that engagement on top of it. That's going to skyrocket our conversions, get more people to click through, and then we can really start spending more money and start scaling, like I mentioned as well. So it's cool to see the process working. I think the client's going to be pumped, and yeah, this is going to be a good one because they got a lot of business if we can deliver here. So that's all I really had for Facebook ads. I really appreciate it. Again, I'll shout him out, Jam3 Productions. Check out his channel. Looks like he's doing some cool things, and definitely appreciate you commenting and engaging in the community,
Yep.
because I know a lot of people watch this and they probably have the same questions but don't comment. So we really appreciate those comments, because that's really our fuel
Yeah.
to make this content and to share it. So if you have something else you want me to go into specifically, or David, please comment it, and we'll definitely respond to it and shout you out, maybe do a video on it. So,
Yep.
cool. Anything else we wanted to chat about today?
I don't know. Anything you want to chat about?
No, I think we're already at 15 minutes. Keep
Yeah.
it short today.
Cool.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, so
Love
other
more.
than like Facebook ads and stuff like that, if you guys have any questions about like outsourcing, operations, legal stuff, like marketing consulting, pitching, ways to put together proposals,
How to
pricing
pay
yourself,
yourself.
yeah, how to run payroll, any of these
Taxes.
challenges that you guys are going to face, other than just like brass tacks, how to deliver services, shout it out. That's probably what I spend about 30% of my time every week doing for us, is just sending invoices and all that stuff. So hit us up, let us know. The comments are good.
Awesome. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Later.